and just stress the importance of the partnership that our office has with each of these agencies, how all of us working closely together, we're able to take a major drug distributor off the streets of Pamlico, Craven, and Jones County. First, I'd like to recognize Special Agent in Charge Kevin Tavern with the SBI, Assistant Special Agent in Charge with the State Bureau of Investigation, Pat Rayner, New Bern Police Chief Toussaint Summers, Assistant or Deputy Chief Jones from New Bern Police Department, our District Attorney Scott Thomas, and members of my staff. Also unable to be here today is Sheriff Chris Davis from Pamlico County and Sheriff Danny Heath from Jones County. Specifics is August of 2019, the State Bureau of Investigation received information regarding a cocaine dealer in the Pollocksville area of Jones County. Agents soon established that the suspect, Torian McCall Dean, was distributing large amounts of cocaine in eastern North Carolina. A joint investigation was begun with the State Bureau of Investigation, Jones County Sheriff's Office, the Craven County Sheriff's Office, Pamlico County Sheriff's Office, and New Bern Police Department. Hundreds of man-hours were spent in surveilling Dean and documenting his activities. During this investigation, trafficking amounts of cocaine were purchased from Dean at his home in Jones County on 4 separate occasions. Further investigation resulted in a traffic stop of Dean's vehicle on February 18th of 2020 by Craven County Sheriff deputies. The vehicle was occupied by Dean and Jerome Kenneth Williams. Canine Steele of the Craven County Sheriff's Office alerted on the vehicle for the presence of drugs. A search of the vehicle resulted on discovery of a kilo of cocaine. This seizure alone removed 8,000 street-level dosage units of cocaine with an estimated street value of $800,000 from our communities, in addition to the amounts purchased from Dean at his residence in Jones County. Once again, I want to thank and I appreciate the hard work and cooperation of all agencies in removing the drugs from our area and apprehending a major drug distributor from eastern North Carolina. The success of this case is a direct reflection of the hard work, dedication, and close working partnerships with all agencies involved. I want to thank Scott Thomas, our District Attorney, also for his aggressive and hard stance on prosecuting these criminals that think it's okay to bring this poison into our counties in eastern North Carolina. With that, I'm going to ask District Attorney Scott Thomas if he says a few words.
Thank you, Sheriff. As District Attorney, it's an honor to be here to work with our law enforcement officers and agencies in Craven County and throughout eastern North Carolina. I think it's important to realize the good work that our law enforcement agencies do individually, but also that they do together collectively across county lines. The folks that we deal with, the criminal element, they don't recognize political boundaries, they don't recognize town boundaries, county boundaries, state boundaries, or even national boundaries. And it requires all of us working together, county, state, local, federal law enforcement agencies, state prosecutors, and federal prosecutors working together, and that's what we do. We often talk about that fighting illegal drug activity in our state requires a comprehensive approach to include education, prevention, treatment, and tough enforcement. And what we're here today to talk about is the tough enforcement end, the work that our undercover narcotics officers do to build these cases. They spend many hours conducting surveillance, executing search warrants, and other things of the like so that they can build a good, strong case to present to us to prosecute in state court or in federal court if we determine that that's the best place for the case to be prosecuted. So we certainly appreciate the good work they do, and when they prepare good, strong cases for us, it makes our job easier, and we can get a good, strong, effective prosecution and a good, strong, effective, and long prison sentence for these people who are conducting illegal activities and selling illegal narcotics in our area. Thank you.
Thank you, Scott. Also, I'd like Chief Sumners to come up and just talk a little bit about the partnership we have with his office and the things that we've been accomplishing. Chief.
Good morning. Goes without saying that often these type of cases are very difficult to investigate. But I'm happy to say that the partnership that we have with the Craven County Sheriff's Office and the other sheriff's offices makes this type of investigation almost seamless. We are able to cross jurisdictional lines, and that we will not stop in order to bring these type of cases to a conclusion. The partnerships not only exist at the top between the sheriffs and the chiefs and the upper echelon, but more importantly, with the officers on the street. They work day in and day out sharing information. So to the bad guys out there, you got to know that you can't run to a certain jurisdiction to avoid prosecution, because we're working together and we will bring you to justice. Thank you.
So all this stuff will be made available to you in regards to the charges that were taken out. I'm going to go over those real quickly with you. So Torian Dean is currently under a $2 million bond in the Craven County Jail. It's also under a $200,000 bond in reference to the Jones County charges. The Jones County charges that took place between August and December of 2019, 12 counts of trafficking by possession, manufacturing, and selling cocaine. 4 counts of maintaining a dwelling for selling cocaine. Craven County charges, February 18th, 2020, 2 counts of trafficking by possession and transporting more than 1,000 grams or a kilo of cocaine. 1 count of conspiracy to traffic cocaine with Jerome Kenneth Williams. On Jerome Kenneth Williams, he is also under a $2 million bond in the Craven County Jail. His charges are as follows: February 18th, 2020, 2 counts of trafficking by possession and transporting more than 1,000 grams or a kilo of cocaine, and 1 count of conspiracy to traffic in cocaine with Torian Dean. Like I said, that'll be made available to you, and at this time I'll be glad to take any questions you might have. Any questions?
What's the next step at this point, Sheriff?
Well, it's an ongoing investigation. There will be more arrests made, I'm sure, as we move forward. This is a never-ending task that we've got. And you know, the unique thing about this, like the chief said, is there are no boundaries for us. We will go across whatever county line we need to apprehend these criminals, once again, that think it's okay to spread this poison throughout our communities. We're in the process of taking back our neighborhoods, and this is just one more step by taking this major player off the streets.
Can you talk a little bit about what goes in? You know, this is the year-plus long investigation, just kind of all that goes into it with all the different agencies that are involved.
This one actually was about a 3-month long investigation, but it's hundreds of man-hours. It's many of resources. The resources, once again, that's why it's so imperative that we have this great working relationship that we do. The State Bureau of Investigation brings in resources that we don't have at the local level. I cannot praise them enough for the man-hours that they put into this to make this a successful apprehension. New Bern Police Department, once again, when we combine our resources with them, we're able to get a lot of stuff done. And I can't thank them enough, and once again, our district attorney for taking an aggressive stance on, once we put these cases together, and making sure that these people are prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law, and they are sent away from this this community for as long as possible. So it's an ongoing process. You know, we have other investigations that are run concurrent with these, and we'll keep doing what we do. Bill, ladies?
No questions?
Thank you.
Good, all right.
We've got that kilo on the table, Sheriff, if they'd like to
Yeah.
photograph.
If you want to get some pictures of it, whatever. It's also got, I believe, the warrants that were taken out for the subjects as well.
Thank you.
Good, thank y'all. Appreciate it.
1072 and a half. 1072 and a half. Any issues?
So the press conference that you guys were just viewing was at the Craven County Sheriff's Office, and it was regarding a multi-agency drug bust. Agencies involved included the Jones County Sheriff's Office, Pamlico County Sheriff's Office, New Bern Police Department, and State Bureau of Investigations. And now, like I just said, if you're just tuning in or only saw part of it, our Madison Forsey was on scene for the full press conference, and we'll have more on our newscast later. But for now, I'm Kayla Schmidt in the digital studio. Thanks for joining us.